Hey, it's Wisconsin Wine Guy back again with another wine review for the 2024 season, and this is going to be very interesting. So the Celsius, 13 Celsius Sauvignon Blanc from Marlborough, New Zealand. For those who like New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs, I mean, what can you say about it? Either you like them or you don't. But before we get into that, for those who are new in this 2024 wine review season, these are wines that you can find where you shop for wine. Grocery store, liquor store, wine shop. I select a few wines, give it a taste, give you my opinion, what I think about these wines. This is merely to help guide you through the wine aisle and trying to decide, okay, what should I drink? Okay? Now these are my opinions. I let my palate be my guide. I encourage you to let your palate be your guide. I do this with a simple grading system, a thumb grading system. Thumbs up says I recommend the wine. It's a pretty solid everyday drinking wine. 3/4. I would share this with my friends. If I was going to buy wine on a pinch, or if I had guests coming over, I would share this wine with my friends. That's what I would do. Halfway. Something about that wine was off to me. Okay? And I would tell you why it was off for me. Doesn't make it a bad wine. It just means it didn't work for my palate. You taste it, let me know, let the rest of us know what you think. Thumbs down, I don't need to say anything else about that. Every now and then, there's the infamous double thumbs up. A double thumbs up said, you know what, this is a wine that you should buy several bottles and sit on them for a few years, and taste one every now and again and see how it ages. I think it'd be a solid wine. That wine has all of the components in line. Everything is great for it. I highly, highly, highly recommend that wine when you see a double thumbs up. Okay? 13 Celsius Sauvignon Blanc out of Marlborough, New Zealand. Here's the thing. The 13 Celsius, so I believe if I did the math right, it should be about 55 degrees, 55, 60 degrees, I'm thinking. But this is 2022, coming in at 12.5% alcohol. But they have this little thing here on the wine. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. Okay. Whoop, right there. So when it's at the perfect temperature, that's supposed to turn blue. But you know what? I'm not going to trust that because I took a photo of this in the store and I went back and looked at my photo and it was blue. Are you telling me that the store was at the perfect temperature for serving this wine? Because I just pulled this out of the refrigerator, so it was blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to leave this out at room temperature and see if it's going to change another color. So that's supposed to turn blue. That's the whole idea behind 13 Celsius and this blue thing is that this blue dot says, when it's blue, it's at the perfect temperature to serve. So we'll see what happens. Hey, maybe it'll turn in between the time we're doing this video, right? Right? All right. So, again, this is going to be a 2022 vintage coming in at 12.5% alcohol. You can find this retail at $13.99. It's fairly new to the market. I should say fairly new to my market. So $13.99. If you find it on sale, you may find it at $8.99, maybe $9.99. So this is what $8.99 to $13.99. You'll find this. All right. So Sauvignon Blanc. Wow. Unlike most Sauvignon Blanc, this Sauvignon Blanc is more clear with yellowish hues, no green hues to it. That's kind of different for me. Interesting, very interesting. All right. So on the nose, ooh, has a very nice, blend of like melon and grapefruit nose to it. I'm impressed with that nose. Like sometimes the Sauvignon Blancs from New Zealand would just be straight grapefruit, like boom, straight grapefruit. This has a nice, balanced nose to it. So I'm pretty impressed with that. All right, so far so good. Now, it may sound as if I'm just like, treating all Sauvignon Blancs in New Zealand the same. That's because most of the Sauvignon Blancs from New Zealand are the same. But this has some difference to it, and that's why I'm surprised. I am very surprised on the nose of this one. So here we go. Wow, very nice. So, two-step process. First, taste is going to be the rinse. Taste for acidity, mild, and for tannins. Tannins, if there's any. Second sip, taste for overall mouthfeel, the structure, how it flows on my palate, and then we grade it. So, first step. Okay. Balanced acidity. Okay. Subtle tannins. They're there. You can get them. All right. That's nice. That's pretty nice. Not too bad. Now, for the second sip, for the taste. Okay. Now, let me swallow some of the moisture. Mouth is still watering, so I dig that. Okay? But what I dig most about this, it has more minerality characteristic to it on the taste. You know, not just like all grapefruit or melon, but more minerality. You know, almost puts me in mind to a Sancerre, you know, more like a French Sauvignon Blanc. You know, when you get that minerality, you still get the grapefruit. You know, it's just clean and fresh. You know, hence probably why, you know, it's more clear than yellow, like some would be. Wow, nice. So again, when I say fruit, I like grapefruit. I like pink grapefruit, red grapefruit, regular grapefruit. When you bite into a grapefruit, you make your grapefruit juice from scratch, fresh. There is a fruitiness that exists there. And then there is a grapefruit bitterness on the finish. It's going to be there. It's grapefruit, right? This has that mwah, kiss of fruit. And if you were to bite into the pulp, take out a piece of pulp or a few pieces of pulp from the grapefruit and just bite into it, you get that mwah, kiss of grapefruit fruitiness, that simple bit of sweetness before the acidity comes in, you know, and the tannins come in, or the bitterness comes in. It's right there. That's what this is, and I'm digging it because I like grapefruit juice. I like pressing my own fresh grapefruit juice, especially in the wintertime. But I like the minerality that exists here. Wow. I am liking this. It is not, in my opinion, it is not, underscore, it is not, in my opinion, like the typical New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. So, your Wisconsin wine guy is going to get a 13 Celsius Sauvignon Blanc, a double thumbs up. It takes me to so many places. It takes me to France. It also still takes me to New Zealand, but not the typical New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. But then it also takes me to when I'm pressing my own fresh grape juice, whether it be yellow, whether it be regular pink or red grapefruit juice, and I'm pressing it, you know, and I get that. It's just hitting on all points for me. Double thumbs up on the 13 Celsius Sauvignon Blanc 2022. I don't know so much about that blue dot, but get it to a temperature that you would enjoy, and let your palate be the guide. I love it. Wow, this is nice. This is probably going to be my new wintertime Sauvignon Blanc. There you have it. Your Wisconsin wine guy saying to you, as always, let your palate be the guide. And I'll see you next time. It's 2024. Can you believe it? Ciao.